What's going on, family? New day, new beginnings. Before we get started, hit that like and share button, subscribe button. What I wanted to briefly discuss, the name of the title, Get on Code or Perish. What I really started noticing amongst us all is that, you know, we go in different directions when it comes to our day-to-day lives, year-to-year lives, month-to-month lives, and we don't see, we go against each other, we go against the grain instead of, focusing on each other. Every other group out there, they're on code. They make sure that for their group, they get what they got to do to get specific benefits. Anything that benefits them, they on code with it. But I notice amongst us, we're never on code. There's always some lackluster or some ratchet behavior that we show. And when I say we show, I'm not saying specifically us, but I mean those who own the media, social media. It's like we're attracted more to garbage and anything that's low vibration. And that's like day to day life. Every time when you see social media, you see some chicks twerking their ass. You see some dudes up there doing stupid shit. I'm all for people growing a brand and growing. I'm not, I'm for it and I see it. But sometimes when you look at a lot of things, you gotta say to yourself, are we meant to be this way just to be buffoons? And we're not buffoons. Are we meant just to do ratchet shit? you know, and it makes you sit down and wonder where we get this behavior from. And I'm starting to think that a lot of it is genetic. It's just in our DNA, because a lot of us weren't raised by appropriate adults, mature adults. A lot of us, a lot of our parents had us when we was young, and they weren't taught how to be adults. And if they were taught, they really didn't, take heed or really comprehend and understand the basics of being a parent. And then a lot of us, we see that right now, and it shows in our day to day life. And by it showing in our day to day life, what more can we say? You know, we got to get on code, because the behavior that we exhibiting, we're gonna perish sooner or later. You know, black wealth is estimated to last, I think, 30 more years or 40 more years, and then that's it. You know, people are coming into this country misplacing us, doing all sorts of grimy things to us, because they know that black people are at that bottom of the ladder. And if you're doing all this ratchet behavior and showcasing it on a daily day basis, what you think people going to think? They're going to think this is really us. And to be honest with you, it's not really us. It's a small percentage of us who act this way, who behave this way. It's not all of us. But what they see, I think Tariq Nasheed say this all the time, they take the lowest common denominator and judge us against that. And that's totally unfair. Because there's people like me who are upset at it. I definitely don't like it. A lot of us don't like it, but that's how we're judged. And I think going forward, we need to start calling out these individuals who show this behavior, because by them showing this behavior, all of us are being ostracized from it. And a lot of us are just tired of it. I'm tired of it. People I've talked to are tired of it. It's like a mental thing. Eventually you just get to a point where you can't take no more. And it's a stressful thing, because you're doing the right things, and there's other people out there who are not doing the right things. And I'm tired of being judged based on everybody else. I'm sick of it. It's unfair, it's unfair to us as adults, but I think it's more unfair to our kids and those who are going to come after us. Because let me tell you something. Eventually, these kids are going to get the courage enough to look you in your eyes as a parent and call you a loser. And when they do that, that's going to crush your spirit. And then you're first of all, you're going to go into denial, because you think that taking care of a kid is just maintaining them, buying them fancy clothes, putting high fructose syrup and all these fast foods on in their system, and you think that's raising a child. But it's not really raising a child. Raising a child is more dedication to it. Not putting your kids in dance, not putting your kids in basketball. You gotta start growing their mind on a day-to-day basis, a week-to-week basis, a month-to-month basis. And a lot of us as parents don't. We want to take the easy way out. We always want to put the kids in dance, the girls in dance. What the hell dance gonna do for the kids? What is that gonna do for the kids? They want to put the boys in basketball, football. What is that going to do for the kids? All these things as parents that we think is beneficial is not for the kids. It's a fight. It suffice the parent. That's what it is. Because a lot of parents are selfish. I won't say it again. A lot of parents are selfish. A lot of them hate on their kids. And I think that we need to start taking steps as a group to start alleviating ourselves for those who don't want to succeed. Because by us alleviating ourselves from those who don't want to succeed, I think Jason Black said it best. We thin the herd because I'm sick of being compared to the lowest common denominator. I'm sick of it, because I don't want my kids to live that way. And when you live in a certain way, and then the kids futurely come and they live the same way, that's something that's a mental disdain on your bloodline. And a lot of people don't understand that sometimes it's a mental disdain on your bloodline. A lot of y'all out there may not think it's a mental stain, but it is. Because your kids grow with the same nasty habits that they were raised with. And I think sometimes you gotta break those generational curses. And the first way to break that is to get on code with people who want to go somewhere in life. Take your kids out of all these low vibrational programs and start putting them in high vibrational programs. When I used to deliver for Papa John's, that's like back in the day, right? And I used to deliver to the school. And when you go into school, all you see was Middle Eastern kids. You see some Asian, but you also see two black kids and some white. And what I started realizing is that they help their kids succeed. And that goes by putting them in programs that could grow them, grow their mind. Not physical dancing, playing sports. That could come second. But what I know is they put them in programs that benefit the kids, not the parents, the kids. And that's part of, as a group, getting on code. Everybody being in conjunction with each other. But for some odd reason, we choose not to do that. We choose not to do that. I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect parent. I'm not a perfect person. But as I get older, I started realizing a lot of things when it comes to us. And when I say a lot of things, I see things differently now. I don't see things I used to see things in my 20s. I see things differently now because it's not about me. I want my kids to be different than me. I don't want them to think like me at 20. I want them to be better at 20 than I was. You know, and that starts with me as a parent establishing a code of what I'm gonna tolerate and what I'm not gonna tolerate. Because at the end of the day, I'm not here to be their friends. I'm here to be their parent, and that starts with get on code or perish. Because me, if I'm not teaching them right now, they're gonna perish. And the only person is to blame is me, not them, me, and I'll be accountable for that. Like I said, if I'm gonna fail as a parent, I'm gonna tell you also, if you're gonna fail as a parent, fail was doing right. You're doing right. If you're gonna fail as an adult in life, fail doing what's right. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna feel proud of yourself. That's how you're gonna feel. You're gonna feel proud of yourself because you didn't take no shortcuts. Those who take shortcuts, it doesn't last long. That's only temporary relief. It's like sex. It's temporary. Like I said, before I go, everybody hit that like and share button, subscribe button. Like I said, there's a lot of things I see in us. There's a lot of us who are growing, who are becoming knowledgeable. It may be late, but it's better than be late. It's better than be late than being late be late at all. And I think that's what we got to start understanding. You understand? We got to start understanding and grow the kids that way. Like I said, I got a lot of friends and family. It is what it is. It is what it is. I want everybody to do good, but if everybody's not doing good, hey, what am I supposed to do? You know, I got to worry about my own. Do I want to? I want to worry about everybody as a group, But if everybody's not on the same playing field, you sometimes gotta let people drop by the wayside, and that's something I understand now. Family, I love y'all. Like I said before, hit that like and share button, subscribe button, drop a comment. I like a little interaction here and there. The interaction, it builds camaraderie amongst each other, different viewpoints. I appreciate that. One.